morning, everyone. It is 9 o'clock on this Friday, the 19th of April, 2024. It means it's time for our mindful moment. I'm Dr. Jonathan Zenz. I am the senior minister at Unity of Tucson. Unity of Tucson, as I say each time I see you, is an inclusive and loving spiritual center right here in Tucson, Arizona. And what a delight it is to share in this spiritual practice with you. The mindful moment is a spiritual practice I engage in every single weekday at 9 a.m. And I do this for two reasons. Number one, this is holding me accountable by making it a time and a place that I choose to meet and be with you. And it also allows me a consistency in practice. And what I have found is that a consistency in my spiritual practice has enhanced the quality of my life. And so that's what I'm here to do. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, I would love for you to post a comment and let me know that you are here. Reach out and say hello. I do, of course, want to offer my reminder to say you are love, you are light, you are life, you are magnificent. And I am grateful that you shine your light and share your magnificence. Keep doing that. So I am coming to you from my home today on a Friday. Oftentimes you'll see me in the office on Friday, but it really is a day off, and the day that we have the offices closed, I try not to be there, but sometimes, it becomes a necessity for me to be there. I'm grateful to be able to be home today and have a day away from the administration of Unity of Tucson and be able to focus on home things a little bit. Anyway, that's not the point of what I want to talk about today. What I do want to talk about today is the divine ideal. Last night in the teachings, in the class that I'm teaching on the works of Thomas Troward, we read and discussed the chapter that he writes in his book, The Creative Process in the Individual, where we read the chapter called The Divine Ideal. And ultimately, I think let's face it, he writes a whole chapter on it, and I feel like if you kind of get lost in it, you can overcomplicate what the divine ideal is. But here it is in a nutshell. The divine ideal is the premise upon which everything flows forth into expression. The divine ideal is the ideal of God. It is the basis from which all things spring forth. It's really it. And I like the idea that it's called the ideal because it is a call to each and every one of us to allow an ideal aspect of our being to flow forth into expression. Because if you look at the core of our beingness, we are ideal in our essence. The essence of us is ideal. Now, the physical expression sometimes doesn't feel so ideal, right? And that is where we have free dominion over our entire experience. That dominion is the process of mind, of thoughts, of beliefs, of feelings, all of that working together to create the constructs and the outward appearance. And so what I am always trying to do in spiritual practice is invite myself back into an easeful flow of the divine ideal that is not related to anything that I take in the world of form as truth. Because for me, there is only one truth, and that truth is God. It's love. It is the infinite power and presence that is letting itself be known as creation. And, we have freedom to make choices in our lives, and the freedom invites the divine ideal to give us exactly what we impress upon it. So if I am in a negative frame of mind, then what the divine ideal provides is more of the negative. And so what will we do with that today? What will we do with that? I think the main thing that I want to encourage us all to do this weekend as we step into the weekend, and I won't be back for another mindful moment until Monday, but let the practice this weekend be perhaps contemplating the divine ideal. What is it that makes the divine ideal? Another thing just popped into my mind. Recently, there was a post, I think on the Unity of Tucson Family Time private group page that talked about the nature of evil and, whether evil is an entity in and of itself. And the idea in this, what was posted, is that it's not. Evil is simply the absence of good, in the same way that darkness is the absence of light. And so if the light, if the good, if that is the divine ideal, what if we placed our consistent focus on that throughout this whole weekend. Let's contemplate that this weekend. What do you say? That's going to be part of my practice. Another part of my practice, of course, is the expression of affirmative prayer. And so that's what I'm going to do right here and right now. If you'd like to join me in that, if it's safe and comfortable for you to close your eyes, I invite you to do so. I breathe into this moment and allow myself to close my eyes, for it is safe and comfortable for me to do so. And in closing my eyes, it is an invitation to turn the attention to the inner life, the seat of the divine ideal. I let my mind be focused on this understanding that this is the divine ideal. God is all there is. God is all there is. That's the divine ideal. And so as I allow myself to be rooted in this frame of mind, as I allow myself to open up to this, I know that I am impressed and endowed with the infinite creative source at the core of my beingness, for I am not separate from, I am part of this divine ideal. There can be nothing separate from the divine. And so I am that which is. We are, each and every one of us, that which is. I relax in this moment, and I allow a greater reflection upon the core of beingness. I remember who I am. And so I know that as I speak this word out loud, as I allow myself to engage in the practice of affirmative prayer, I do so knowing that it is rooted, the power is rooted in this divine ideal. And so I speak my word on behalf of each and every one of us to know that love is at the core of it all, and love is expressing at all times. And this love demonstrates itself in my experience as the free flow, the circulation of kindness, of respect, of joy, of infinite abundance, for that is the nature of the divine. The nature of the divine is ideal. And so I welcome the flow, and I let myself be firmly rooted in the consideration of the divine ideal in every moment. I remember who I am. I remember who I am. And I am so grateful for this. There's such deep appreciation in my heart for this. I allow this gratitude and appreciation to bubble up and overflow as a feeling within me, for I know that this feeling becomes an activator in the full expression and outflow of this thing called life. So I simply let it be. As I relax, I trust, I know, I let it be so, and affirm it by saying, and so it is. Amen. And so it is. So I'm going to go and contemplate the divine ideal for a bit. It's always a delight to share this time with you. I look forward to seeing you again on Monday for the next mindful moment. Would love to see you on Sunday for our Sunday celebration. Sundays, the celebration starts at 10 a.m. You can stream it. You can be with us in person. There are many ways to engage with our community. And you can also join us at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday morning for guided meditation led by one of our magnificent prayer chaplains. And it's always a delight to be able to share the practice with you. Keep shining your light. Keep expressing your magnificence. I know that you're magnificent, and I trust and know that it's the core of your being. It's not related to anything you do, but I encourage you to let your doingness be a function of your beingness. Peace and blessings to you. I'll see you soon.